Welcome to the Encouraging Cup. I'm Dr. Boomer Brown with Doing Good at Work. Today I want to start talking with you about the 5 languages of appreciation. And the first language that we'll talk about is words of affirmation. It's not because it's the most important, but what we have learned through surveys and studies is that about 46% of most employees prefer words of affirmation. Doesn't make it the most important, and the truth is it can probably be the most overused and sometimes abused of the 5 languages. What do I mean by that? Well, if we don't think before we speak, if we quickly try to give appreciation to someone without thinking it through thoroughly, it may come off as just a passing word of information, not really a genuine attempt to appreciate someone. We can do it at the wrong time. We can be sending emails in the middle of the night, or we can be sending emails at the end of the day as everybody's rushing out the door. There is a premium time and a premium way to use words of affirmation. So how do you do that so that your words are good words that will affirm and appreciate, show genuine appreciation to the employees? Well, the most obvious thing is that we speak words of affirmation to someone. Now, to speak it to them, there are 2 places that you can do that. One, you can do it publicly in a team meeting, in a group setting. That may not always be the best place, but if we do know the person prefers words of affirmation, that's okay. But when you speak them, be very thoughtful about what you're going to say. Before you say it, I would encourage you to write it out. Be very specific about what they did. Be very specific about how they have been carrying themselves. Other things that you can do is affirm them for their positive character, the way that they have done things, not necessarily because of what they've done or how they've performed. Remember, there's a difference between recognition for what you do and appreciation of who you are. So when you affirm them around character, around their personality traits. If you've done any particular disc inventory work, or you've worked with the working genius or other tools where it will help you understand that person, be as specific as you can if you affirm them publicly. And if at all possibility, someone has studied this enough to know that private words of appreciation and affirmation are better sometimes than public words. Another way we can use words is by writing them out. This is, again, one of the easiest ways to do it. We can quickly fire off emails. Don't fire off emails quickly. Think about what you're writing. I would even suggest that an email is not the best way to communicate a written word of appreciation. It may be a handwritten note on a particular thank you card or on some form of communication that the person can receive, and from the very reception of it, they can see that it was a thoughtful word of affirmation written for them. These words of affirmation, they can come from lots of different people. They can come from a manager, from a supervisor, from key leaders. But what we found out that teammates and peers who give words of affirmation, genuine words of affirmation and appreciation, that goes a long, long way in really helping the person to feel truly appreciated. So take a moment before you speak your words. Be mindful of where you're saying them. Be mindful of how you say them. Be as genuine and honest and focused and specific as you can, so that if you're going to use the most used words of affirmation or words of appreciation, then do it well. Well, that's one of the languages. We got 4 more to look at, and I look forward to talking to you about them. I would encourage you this week to think how you can apply this in your workplace. Thanks again, and as always, we look forward to seeing you next time on the Encouraging Cup.